Alright, now it's Sunday, and it's pretty darn cold out there. I had to cut the heater on inside my messy shop. What does it say here? 52 degrees, and the heater's done been on for 20 minutes. Well, we'll let things warm up just a little bit. And I need to do some more pipe fabricating. I just ran out of propane. Doggone it. But I still got acetylene. So that's a good thing. What did we get it up to in here? Oh, 56. I think we can live with that. Good workable temperature. Alright, now that I got the exhaust all mocked up, I need to work on the wastegate. And there it is. And the only tubing I could find was what was left over from the column on that 46 Ford over there. So I'm going to weld that in there and start mocking the thing up. And I think I'm going to place the thing right here at a bit of an angle so it'll dump right into the exhaust off the turbo. I think I'm going to weld that side and cut the hole here, but I'm not going to weld it here until I take this all back apart. I got to finish welding the exhaust. And you know, things move just slightly when you're welding, so I'll make that be my last weld right there. And I still got to build the intake and the oil drain and one more mount. But I gotta get all the pipes mopped up so I can see how to run my mount. This is kind of a chore. And I don't think I'm going to finish it today. But I'm going to try to get it done this week. I haven't been videoing worth a darn, have I? It's because the wife said. It's the wife's fault. She said I gotta go somewhere this evening, and I'm trying to hustle and get stuff done, you know. So, I got the wastegate in. I cut a little too much right there, and I said I wasn't going to weld it there, but I did. Anyways, I'm working on the intake right now. I got that almost done. It's kind of ugly, but that's okay. It's going to work. And I need to grind it on the inside to make sure we don't get no bad things inside the motor. And then, let's see what else I need to do. I still got to figure out my oil drain and another mount for the turbo, which I kind of got started right there, but ain't done with. But I ain't going to get to all that tonight probably because, like, once again, my wife making me go places. Thought I told her when we got married, these many years ago, that I was a hermit. Holy smokes! I finished welding that up. I'm kind of a strange duck. Some of you will probably agree with me loudly and profusely. But I weld sometimes with my MIG and sometimes with my torches, however it strikes me. I think that's all I'm going to get done tonight. I got the intake done. I got to take all this back apart and re-weld, and not re-weld, but finish welding everything. I still got to sort out my oil drain, my oil supply, which shouldn't be too bad, my fuel line, another mount for the turbo. I gotta go get the longer throttle cable off the 6-cylinder truck that's sitting out in the woods. I gotta extend a few wiring things, like for my oil pressure sender there, and one for the temp sender on the other side. And I let the temp sender I need go in the 305 motor that I sold, like a bonehead. Oh, what else do I gotta do? I'm gonna have to sort out an air cleaner. And so on. I gotta get the radiator in it. Figure out how I'm gonna run the fan. I think I'm just gonna use the fan that was on the 305 motor. We're fine. And I still got to sort out air conditioning brackets, but I'm gonna make it run before I worry about that too much. It's kind of chilly out there yet anyways. Alright, I'm kind of excited about this. I kind of like how that turbo sits on there now anyways. It's kind of weird. And I'm weird. I'm a strange duck. Alright, y'all ain't got to agree at once. Alright, it's like Thursday afternoon. It ain't been doing nothing but rain in the last, I don't know how many days. But I think what I'm going to do, the sun has popped out. I'm going to raise up that door right there. It's kind of chilly in here, but it's nice and sunny outside. I'm going to push this truck out. And I'm going to get that cherry picker out my way. And do a little tidying up in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. You know, a little sunshine and cheer a feller up. I think I got to move the truck before I get the door up. Alright, I'm kind of doing some puttering around here. You know, putting the 6-cylinder means you got to change stuff, like some of the wiring harness and whatnot. But one of my neighbors is grilling a steak. And I can smell it, and it's killing me. It's not very neighborly, is it? Grill a steak. Don't bring enough for everybody. I mean, didn't they teach that in grade school? Did me. Alright, I just went down to the woods. This is the throttle cable off of this truck that had the V8. And this one is off a 6-cylinder truck. Good bit longer. I think that's going to work out nicely for me. Let me just hook it up and make sure. I don't know, you could argue that it ought to be just a little bit longer. Sort of a tight bend there. But we'll see. Sure comes a lot closer than the one that was on it. I think I'm going to quit calling him the little man if I can think of it. You know, it is quite a habit. I'm going to start calling him the young man. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, he's come out to visit me. And we have, since he's done that, determined that the V8 hoses there ain't going to work on the straight 6. But not to worry. Down in the woods, we got a 6-cylinder truck with, I think, some new hoses on it. Alright, here we are down in the woods where it's getting dark. And we're going to take that hose off. Look at there, it's brand new, bud. Except this is a little bit narrower radiator than what we got, but hopefully that works. And look, there's another brand new one. It's our lucky day. Now, some of you might get all in a dither, think I just dumped antifreeze on the ground. I did not. This thing has a blown head gasket, and it just had water in it. And about 2 quarts of water. Purely water. So, the environment is safe. This has got that old funny integrated head motor in it. Alright, there's our new hoses. Now instead of standing here filming them, I'm going to install them. Don't that seem like a good idea? And then one of these evenings we get froggy, we'll pull the heads off that and see what pistons are in it. Now we've determined we can't use the V8 shroud. It hits the motor. Which I guess stands to reason. The 6-cylinder is a little bit longer. So we're headed back to the woods to see if we can use the one off the 6-cylinder truck. We ought to be able to, right? Yeah. Alright, let's grab a flashlight since it's getting dark. Oh, he's already thought of that. Such a smart boy. Alright, now we're faced with a dilemma. And the dilemma is, this is the one off the 6-cylinder truck. But it's for a narrower radiator. And it ain't a full shroud anyways. This has got the V8 radiator, but this shroud won't fit. So I think maybe what we could do is just narrow this up a bit, because I like the idea of a shroud, especially with air conditioning. Keep the condenser cool. But I kind of hate to cut up my shroud, don't you know? Things are getting harder to come by. But I'm going to take one quick look in another place that I have a stash. And if there ain't one in there, I'm going to cut this up. Anybody can restore an old truck, but it takes a real man to cut one up. Alright, there with a little cutting with my 2-inch Ziz wheel. Cutoff wheel. It fits pretty good now, I think. Come to think of it, it didn't ever fit just right to start with. That's okay. Well, now it's Friday, kind of early afternoon. Another poor man's holiday. It's raining. You can hear the raindrops falling on the roof. Let's see what the temperature is here. A balmy 52 or so, but I don't feel chilly. So don't worry about me, guys. I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm just here puttering some more. Hook up a heater hose. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, I went and bought a piece of hose for my thing here. First place I went to, the guy gave me that typical look. No, we can't get that. So then the next place I went to, the guy said, yeah, I think we got some of that. I'll bet he went and got it. Come out, I wanted 4 inches. He charged, it's sold by the foot in 1 foot increments. He charged me 0.4. Now, those of you who know a little something about math out there know what the problem is there. And I couldn't explain it to the fella there, so I just had to overpay. $9, almost $10 for 4 inches of hose. Alright, now it's like 5:30, something like that. And I have the thing ready to take the turbo back out and the exhaust pipes up and finish weld everything. And then put it back together, fab up the oil feed. I've got the oil drain set up. I utilized a piece of hose this time because of all the places it had to go. But I've got the mounts built. Everything's fabbed up except the fuel line, the oil feed, the vacuum for the booster, maybe a couple other things. I think I need to put a ground wire from the body to the block down there. But I'm thankful for the chance to get a little head start on her today. I ought to be able to have it running tomorrow, I think. The only thing is, hope the stuff don't flex too much when I weld everything back together, so that that wastegate will still fit. It oughta. I think I'm good to go. Alright, I'm standing here not saying nothing, but I'm still talking. Still a lot of work left to do on this truck. I need to get this bumper squared away. Look here, this is from when little Miss wrecked it. Must have shoved the brackets back. I need to fix that. I need to put my 2-fold drop on. I might even change that banged up door. I got a good door on that truck down in the woods. Trouble is, the door's red. I don't know. I was really bummed about this. I liked its patina look. But maybe I'll rock the multicolor look. The other door's a good one. I have to switch the power windows and all over to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave the banged up door. Maybe I'll rock the white fender and the banged up door. Or maybe I won't even worry about that till I get this thing running. Once again, I'm talking, but I ain't saying nothing. Oh yeah. I got a bunch of those stickers, so I need to start putting them in places. Anyway, let me show you what I've been doing. I've been putting some special break-it-free stuff on this thing every so often. And I got it free now. I think it's just, you know how oil will sometimes get a little goo when it sits forever? I think that's what it is. But before I spin it too much, I think probably need to do a little disassembly and make sure everything's nice and clean. And this was stuck, so it was not engaged, and now it is. But I haven't been able to get the drive motor and pulley system free yet. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this thing. It's really cool, but you know, a man can only have so much really cool stuff.